welcome to the stage, the very funny Janaye Henry, everybody!
Oh my goodness, kia ora koutou. Okay, no one told me you all look amazing tonight. You may be able to tell immediately from the calm way in which I walked out to the way that I'm commanding the stage right now that yes, honey, I am an actor. Some people are shocked by that. Yeah, I'm an actor, and recently I did a theatre tour promoting books. Who here's ever heard of a book? That's my influence. And based on that, I think books are going to be very successful for generations to come. It's true, we weren't promoting a specific book. We said, generally, you know what needs a bit of hype? Books. And honey, the work we've done are changing lives. So what we did for this theatre tour is we packed into a car, we went around Aotearoa, we went to schools, and we did a show being like, hey, reading's cool. And you know what? Kids look at me and they think, that's a cool person. I might try. Who laughed? Not the kids at the school. They took it very seriously. And I was so lucky. I had the most stunning tour mates. There were 3 of us actors. I want to say the other 2 are some of the best actors. I had my friend Saya, he's Samoan. I had my friend Chantal, she's Tongan. Kia ora, I'm Janaye, I'm Māori. And what do you get when you put a Samoan, a Tongan, and a Māori in a car? Classic setup. Pulled over! You get pulled over, and honey, we absolutely did get pulled over by the police. And I was like, do you know what? I get it. We're touring actors. Someone wants a little meet and greet. Do you know what I mean? Some people will do anything it takes. Anything it takes to meet us. He was doing some thorough checks. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to keep us there, trying to get as much info out of us. He was like checking the tyres. He opened up whatever the lid is, looked at whatever's happening there. Couldn't find anything. Was checking the lights. Look, he was honestly kind of flirty, because he asked for my license. I was sitting in the back seat. I was like, someone wants my name to look me up on Instagram later. Oh. He hasn't followed me yet, but fingers crossed. He did eventually spill the beans. He did. The reason he pulled us over is because he got a vibe that we stole a tour car with a trailer. Got a vibe. And I was like, okay, 2 things. 1, are you an Aries? Because an Aries would pull someone over based on a vibe. Right, I see an Aries in the crowd. And number 2, oh my gosh, babe thinks I'm mechanical enough to know how to steal a car. Honey, sometimes I can't even turn a car on with a key. To do it without a key? You think I'm a magician? Okay, get you a man who thinks you're intelligent. Don't settle for less. And eventually he had to let us go because we didn't steal the car. And you know, they always let you go, the good ones. They always let you go. And so he did let us go, but unfortunately for him, he'd talked to us for so long and left his lights on that his car had died. Bet he wished he knew how to steal a car after that. And also, unfortunately for him, based on a vibe, I decided to forget we had jumper cables in the boot. Legend has it, he's still out in the streets right now waiting, so good luck to him. And I know, like, maybe it is stressful to be pulled over, but not for me. Why? 1, I'm confident. And 2, not stressful for me because I actually went to law school for 3 years. Did I get a law degree? No, I did first year for all 3 years, honey. Yeah, honestly, it was a good year. I was like, I could do laps of this all day. I just sort of really wanted to nail the basics, and apparently my lecturers wanted the same before they moved me up. Okay, boring. And look, why did I keep failing? I kept failing because I refused to lie about the history of Aotearoa. And I refused to study. Wasn't for me, and I think it's important to say no to peer pressure. Don't let people make you do things you don't want to do, and I don't want to study. Look, it was boring. And I'll be honest, there's some dark stuff happening at law school, there is. And I know you didn't think you came to a horror house tonight, but I'm going to take you there. I'm going to tell you something scary. So just like strap in for that. Blazers and briefcases everywhere. And I was like, for a bunch of lawyers, we're committing a lot of fashion crimes. It's looking bad, and I get it, but it's like we're 18. Do we need to be in a blazer and a briefcase? And part of me is like, you know what? Dress for the job you want. but is the job you want the suitcase lady on Deal or No Deal? Because that's the only job I know with briefcases, honey. And ultimately to law school, I did say, no deal, I'm all in for the arts. And look at me, I'm here tonight and it's going amazingly. You are all too kind, and you're also all like literally obsessed with me, so now I'm literally obsessed with you. I'm loving the end. Oh, meow. Okay, kitty girl, I love that. Woof, or whatever. I don't know what the appropriate response is to that. But while I was at law school, I was like, I got to make the most, it's expensive, so let's try find a lawyer lover. Do you know what I mean? And law school did have some, I wouldn't call them parties, but we'll say they're soirees. And they had wine and cheese nights for 18-year-olds. I was like, my cheese of choice is Edam. And my wine of choice is Ribena with vodka. Take me to Italy with that combo. I'm there, I'm feeling the fantasy. So I was at one of these things, and look, this might shock you, but law students can't hold it down on the dance floor. Don't know what they're doing. It's me alone trying to bring back crumping. Me alone at the wine and cheese night trying to bring back crumping alone. So I was out there doing what I could, and then a brave suitor approached me. And he was really mysterious because he had sunglasses on. And I was sort of doing my little thing. He was doing his little thing. And then I eventually was like, I have to say something, be brave, girly, be brave. And I was, and I said, cool hater blockers. Have you had a bit of the devil's lettuce tonight? Don't worry, there's a room of future lawyers, so he got your back. And he said, no, I've got conjunctivitis. And I said, oh, I'm only in first year, we haven't studied that yet. And he was like, no, it's an I thing. And I was like, okay, selfish, it's a you thing, I get it. I'm not there yet. And I was like, I've got to pull this back. And I was like, look, I've got a whole kg of Edam if you want a little nibble of that. And he didn't go for it. But look, if anyone here's got any Edam, I'm keen to have a little sneaky share of that later. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. I've been Janaye Henry.